In this video, we are working with a cutting program called Core. We're adjusting patterns for wrapped edges before cutting the pattern out on a plotter. Okay, so we finished the hood yesterday.
Yes.
And this morning we're gonna get into the fenders.
Okay.
So let's do a couple plotted fenders.
Okay.
And we'll talk about why we're plotting them. Maybe we're gonna do a little bit of adjustments, my suggestions as well, and then we'll just go from there, right?
Are you usually gonna plot fenders?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. If you have the ability to get a plotter, I would 100% utilize it, and I would print out all my fenders and all my front bumpers, headlights, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So bulking hoods, plot fenders, plot bumpers, mirrors, little like detailed stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you can try to remove like the knife aspect for PPF, it'll make your life so much easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So this fender, let's do a hybrid kit. Hybrid meaning we're gonna extend a couple pieces. So like the kit will get you 90% of the way there. Like it'll give you the rough outline.
Okay.
But we could also make it a little bit better. So like extending into where the hood is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, extending perhaps behind the door a little bit, and then down into this area.
Okay.
So we can go into the software and add extra film in these areas.
All right.
There's some areas I wouldn't extend, like around here, like where the bumper meets the fender. I wouldn't want to wrap this area. I wouldn't want to wrap where the rocker meets the fender. And on some cars, I wouldn't wrap where the pillar meets the fender.
Okay.
Couple places.
And one little thing.
Yeah.
Like this area right here, is that okay to try and wrap into, or you're gonna cut it shy there?
So we have like that mud flap guard thing.
Yes.
So if you wanted to wrap behind this, we'd have to remove these little pieces.
Okay.
I don't think it's necessary.
All right.
But if you want to go like that extra 1%, then for sure, let's push these out, pry this open a little bit, get the film behind there, and then we can close it back up. We would just need to contact BMW, be like, hey BMW, I need these 3 little clips.
Oh, because those are gonna break then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. That stuff's good to know. All right. Software?
Yeah.
I've been using this software for window tint for a little while now. I'm really, really happy with it. And I hear it's the go-to for PPF.
Yep.
So, but I have no idea how to actually extend patterns. So I've pretty much done some basic shapes and click cut on most things. So I'm interested to see how you're going to extend some of these things.
Okay, so let's go from the beginning. So let's go to search. And this is a 2020?
Yep.
2020 BMW 3 Series 340. And what's nice about the software is you have literally every BMW to choose from, which is great. 3 Series 340, what is it?
Yeah. Yeah, M340.
Great. Let's open this up. And here we'll get all the patterns for this car. So the hood we bulked. We have A-pillars, fenders, headlights, mirrors, the grille, mirror stocks, front bumper. I mean, the list goes on. And
Cool.
yeah, like if you were to get into doors,
Oh, yeah.
the trim on the doors, the door handles, it can get very in-depth. But yeah, we'll stick to the easy parts today, and we'll do fenders.
All right.
And you're in for a treat because these fenders are, let's say, a level 2 out of 10.
Oh, nice.
Level 3 out of 10. It won't be too bad. So let's do the unwrapped version.
Okay.
How about that? We'll do the unwrapped version, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it ourselves. Cool.
Okay, so here are cutouts.
So even though this is the unwrapped version, I'm already seeing a small wrap happening right here. You see that right there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's looks like what we pointed out with the mud flap area, almost, where it cuts short from that and then looks like it wraps into the fender a little bit.
What? So this is the unwrapped version, but it does have a small wrap there. Okay, so for editing this kit, you'll have to get real familiar with all these keys up here. The pan, view, zoom in, zoom out. We can hide stuff. This is the wrap. This is where we're going to be going into.
Okay.
What's nice is you can go in here and you can just select wrap, or once you get more acclimated with this, you can just begin to use the hotkeys. So right there, I just pushed W, and I automatically went into this wrap mode.
Okay.
And with wrap, you want to select a start point and an end point.
Okay.
So let's say we're going to wrap the back of the door. We're going to start in this bottom corner. Click our first point. And then we go to this top corner. We click our second point, and it's instantly going to populate the wrap depth of 0.5.
Yeah.
So that'll be half an inch, right? But
Yeah.
if you were like doing the back of the door and you were like, I don't need half an inch, I only want, let's say, 0.375. If that was too much, you could do 0.25. I'm a big fan of the 0.25 behind the doors. So I think it's like the perfect amount to wrap behind there. You can also play with like your corners, like the style of corner that you want. So like, just take a look here as I change this corner. See this corner changed up a little bit right there. It like flows into it, which is really nice. This one changed this top corner where it's a little more aggressive. I'm a big fan of always rolling into everything.
Okay.
So that's my preferred one. You could also play with your corner radius. So if you want no corner, just sharp, you can play with that. And make it even wider.
Oh, wow.
You can do that if you want. I'm somewhere in this area.
Okay.
If you wanted to, let's say you were wrapping this, but you were actually like, I don't want to do that actually. You could hit invert and wrap everything else minus that one.
Okay.
So, but let's just wrap that backside, right?
Yeah.
Because we don't want to wrap everything. That'd be too intense. So we're going to wrap that. You actually have to go up here and hit the wrap feature. So we'll hit wrap. And now this has turned this nice light blue color. That's just an indication of, hey, you wrapped that already.
Okay.
I'll hit Z to give me the view again.
Okay.
I don't want to wrap this top piece, but I do want to wrap into where the door is. So once again, we'll come to this corner, we'll get a start point, go to this bottom corner, select our end point, and it saved our previous settings. But I know from experience that I want a little bit more into the hood wrap.
Okay. Yeah, we have space on that.
Yeah, exactly. So you'll learn that like, hey, I have more space. I can put a little more in there.
Okay.
So we'll wrap that. Now that one turns this nice blue color.
Okay.
And here, I think we can just leave it how it is.
Okay.
Because it's simulating a wrap already.
Yeah.
If we wanted to, we can extend it even more. Let's say we did another half inch. We had extra to play with. And then we could wrap it and then we'd have to cut it. But if we weren't comfortable cutting, then I would suggest just leaving it like that.
Okay.
The front we'll leave alone because I like having the lineup points, right? So like I'll line this up, I'll line that up, this can wrap, that can wrap, and it makes it very nice. Now we can spend the same amount of time doing that to this one, or we can delete this one, copy and paste, right?
There you go.
So I'll do Control Copy V, and then all I have to do here is come to this side, mirror it horizontal. Now I have my other side already wrapped, and it's like I did the same thing, right?
That was really quick to do.
It was, once you become like really comfortable using it, you can fly through things rather quickly.
Okay.
So, for me, another thing I like to do is now I like to go in here and play Tetris. So, maximizing my efficiency to me is like top.
Oh yeah.
Film costs a lot, right? So like right now my efficiency is at 35. Like there's so much dead space here that I'll just be throwing away all this film. I'll go in here and try and play a little bit of Tetris.
Yeah.
Like I want to maybe get these a little bit closer.
Yeah, that's a good point for the plotter, because otherwise if you're bulking it, you're pretty much like, you just gotta guess this cut by hand before you pull your piece off, or you just do this.
Yeah, this is one of the benefits of using the plotter is you get to save so much extra film,
Yeah.
right? And that space that's here now, I could in theory go back and like, let's say in my front clip, I'm already doing headlights as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like
go in
they
there
just
and then
scoop in
boom.
there.
I snuck those puppies in there. And what's nice about the PPF is it can print and it can cut in any direction. It's not directional.
Yeah.
So I can stack my pieces however I want and it'll work just fine. So now we've utilized more space. And if you wanted to, now we're up to 62% efficiency. We could throw in pillars. We could throw in another set of headlights somehow. And the goal would be to get this into like the 90s.
Yeah.
It's tough to do that.
Sure.
Like I can't even do it. But yeah, that's pretty nice. So we are ready to print.
Okay.
Ready. And we're actually 9,000 continuous cut 60-inch. I'm gonna pre-feed because that roll of 60 is kind of heavy. I want to take some of the weight off of that roll so that as it's pulling back and forth, it doesn't yank on it.
Okay.
So I'll do the length used, which is 41. I'll usually go 5 over that. So right here I'm at 46 on my length.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just gonna go a little bit out, right?
Yeah.
And now
So on there it tells you though.
Yes.
Okay. How much you fed. All right. So the PPF generally comes in 60-inch rolls. And I know you can order, I've seen like 36. So those are going to be like your two main sizes. Okay.
You can get 72s, the biggest ones.
Okay.
72, 16, 48, 36, 30, 24, 18, 12, 6.
Oh, there are quite a few more
There's
sizes.
quite a few, but like the main ones are always going to be 60, 36. Those are like the most common. It's rare that someone asks for like a 6-inch.
Yeah.
Unless they're like heavy into doing just like only pillars.
Okay.
Wyatt?
Yeah. So with a 60 and a plotter, like there's no way around, like you're going to be saving the most amount of film by doing a 60 with a plotter, pretty much.
Yeah. Reading is fun. You gotta get the eye for it.
I'm sure this table may not. Is it good?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Like having a frosted thing on it, or do you find like if there's a different color underneath it help a little bit more? Because it's.
I haven't found it to be better. Like we have black tables, and I think it's the same.
Okay.
I've tried illuminated tables.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Okay.
I think honestly, just having nice lights on top is the move.
Okay. And so if you get your plotter cutting right, where you can basically pick it up with not having to look at your edges so closely, you're still probably paying attention to that as you're weeding it.
You gotta be super careful. Okay. But I really like the fact that I can look up.
Oh yeah, and you get a map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what do I got right here?
Yeah.
And I got the headlights. So you take that
Big screen makes that easy.
Big plotter, big screen.
piece of it. Yeah, you have to go back home and buy a big TV.
It's one of the best excuses to have. I have to buy a giant TV for work.
Yeah, if we were, I would personally, Dad was gonna even more.
Okay.
But I would spend like 30 minutes. Peeling small cup over and over and over.
Yeah.
And then I would run a full test like this, and then if I felt that it was, as I was peeling, it was tugging on the piece,
Yeah.
I would go in there and adjust it again.
Okay. I'll do that. So there's lots of, I mean, you can just see there's lots of little dust and stuff kind of like hanging out on it too. So the less it lifts, the better. and it's just easier.
That too.